Dude, I forgot how good Reese's theme was. Holy crap. Welcome to part 26 of Trials of Mana. We have to climb this shit? Oh boy. Welcome to Celestial Peak. At least we can't fall to our dooms here. There's always going to be an invisible barrier where the edges are at. So it's not like a Souls game where one false move and it's, oh, you dropped off the edge? Too bad, buddy, you're going back to the bonfire. Yeah, Souls. You see, I want to play one of those games for the channel eventually, but the thing is, I'm not sure if post-commentary is going to work with something like that. Because I think the fun of watching a Dark Souls playthrough is watching the person react and also learn from their mistakes and stuff. So whenever I get to Dark Souls in 10 years or so, expect it to be live. And with beer. Lots and lots of beer. And I hate beer. There's no other drink on planet Earth that nauseates me more than beer. Well, Bud Light anyway. Ugh. Corona's okay. I could drink a Corona, but Bud Light's fucking disgusting. Ew. Anyway, we got Copper Knights who can channel their inner wind magic. They could just spin all over the place. Who do these guys think they are? Top Man? Well, Top Man mixed with Tornado Man? Okay, I never noticed the battle cries, but they're freaking hilarious too. Particularly Angie's is like, ah, 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 ah. The voice acting, it definitely has grown on me. Even if it is bad, it's still enjoyable. It's like Mega Man 8 and X4. You just gotta love the cheesiness. I do like it. It sounds like Visions of Mana have a more serious story, so the voice actors sound a bit more, you know, actually good. But we'll just have to wait and see.
We should work together to defeat this threat.
Oh god, Needle Beaks are back. All this violence for a treasure. Okay, you can have it. Actually, no, I want it. You need to die. Just for 1200 lucre. Wow. Can't be serious. But indeed I am. Now the good thing is I am working on another RPG playthrough, but those parts won't be up for a good while at least. Maybe 6 months, I don't know. Still trying to get at least most of the footage together, but it's coming along. So stay tuned for that. There's also Spider-Man that's going on. Spider-Man 2 I'm currently playing through. And for September, I'm probably going to do a couple of shorter games for the channel until at least October. That's when I want to do a spooky game. And if you've been following the channel for a while, you probably already know what that spooky, scary game is. I've been trying to do this game since last year, but I just couldn't get around to it until now. So yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be cool beans. I like October. That's when everything gets all dark and cold. I honestly can't say this enough, but I hate the heat. And you can't escape the heat wave either. It's even hot in Canada. I didn't think it gets hot in Canada, but it does. Nobody could get away from this damn heat. Shit, maybe I'll just move to Antarctica. Visit the thing, why don't I? But no, seriously, things need to cool down at some point or another. We should be getting close to the end of the dungeon. This is not a very long area, it's just a bunch of enemies and that's it. And the vague threat of you being super high but you can't fall down the pit, so there's that. And Angela leveled up, nice. I'll check her stats later, I'm just trying to get to the end of the area right here. And you can tell we're pretty much close to the end of the area because we got rays now. If I can get a good look at the caves right here. Don't even do that spin slash again. I'm the only one that can do spin slash. Or whirlwind spear in Reese's case. Whatever you call it, it's still a tornado. That sparkly thing over there is going to be a silver item seed, which I probably don't need, but I'm going to get anyway. It will still be useful for something at least. Alright, it's time we meet the Winged Defender, also known as Flammy. Flammy's so adorable.
Oh, that's it! No, he's too small to defend much of anything. Oh, is this one a baby? Hey there! We're trying to get to the Sanctuary of Mana. Can you help us? Please step back. I can handle this. Oh, I see. You are a girl dragon, are you not? Our mistake. I shall give you a cute name as an apology. How do you like Flammy? Lovely! Flammy it is. I am sorry to ask, but we are short on time. Would you please take us to the portal in the sky above Oblabile? This is the Sanctuary of Mana!
Look! These are the soldiers that went into the sanctuary before us. They slaughtered each other.
Someone else may reach.
Switching to Class 3. Now we're officially at the point of the game where we need some character-specific items in order to promote again. And in order to get such items, you need these mystery seeds, or as I like to call them, question mark seeds, which are dropped by certain enemies, but there are also specific locations within the next 8 dungeons where question mark seeds are placed. You don't have to worry about RNG screwing you up, even though that does tend to happen sometimes. You will eventually get the item you prefer, which was something that was fixed from the original Trials of Mana. The original game had really poor item farming, especially when you got to late game. I mean, holy crap, that is some grade A tedium right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut slightly ahead because a lot of the enemies here are just, they're the same enemies from before, except there's a lot of wolfmen, and then there's gonna be a lot of tomato men from Boca Island. And there's also the wizards from Altena. And the strange thing is, even though there was a clear slaughter a few minutes ago, the enemies there's no infighting, they're just walking amongst themselves. And of course, you know me, I fight a shit ton of these guys so I can level up, because of course I do. And it doesn't even look like I leveled up. Well, actually no, Recent Duran leveled up, never mind. I leveled up once. So 7 minutes later, yeah, 7 minutes of footage I had to cut out because it was too long. This is not the Snyder cut here. We're not doing the Snyder cut. And why are these werewolves out in the sunlight and they're still werewolves? What kind of sorcery is this? And why can't I hit the dog? Oh, there we go. Apparently that bush was a solid object. And I mean stone solid. Why couldn't I poke my spear through that? Touching that podium will spawn stairs, which will make for an easy way back up. So that way you don't have to take the long way around. And trust me, the long way around is really, really long. That is if you're fighting the enemies, of course. Which I do. Alright, so here's the special mana statue, which is used for promotion. And I don't have the stuff for it yet, so I can't use it. At the right level, just don't have the items. Story of my life right there. There is one new enemy type that's introduced in the Sanctuary of Mana, right smack dab in the middle of it, and that is the King Rabbite. Yeah, the Rabbites make a return. We haven't seen them in a while. The King Rabbite's going to be the most powerful form of Rabbite in this game. Well, most powerful form of standard Rabbite, that is. Might be annoying as shit, since they can knock you down with certain attacks, but they're not that bad. Their main special attack is the triple axle attack, which is where the King Rabbite will do a jumping spin kick thrice in a row, which does major damage, and will obviously knock you down on the third hit. Now, despite these Rabbites being a bit more dangerous, they don't have that much health.
You wish.
That was a demonstration of the triple axle attack. As you can see, it covers some distance, but a good jump into a roll will get you out of the way.
Power to you. Okay.
Now, of course, you got the weaker Rabbites and the Silk Tails, which honestly don't even make sense for being here because they're just that weak. It's like the designers were like, we'll just throw them in there. Why not? I will have to visit this area a few more times for the character promotions, as well as the endgame dungeon, which is not so much of a dungeon, more so a path with a couple of enemies on it. But this will not be the last time we'll be seeing this place. And the very last time we see it, it will not look good. Anyway, let's check out our character stats. Okay, Angela promoted again. Let's just give her the fireball. Which I don't know why fireball is tied to strength. That's a weird choice for an element. You would think earth would be the more strength-based element, and fire would be more spirit or intelligence even, but no. Fire's the strength-based one. I don't know, going off of Avatar: The Last Airbender logic. Which is a really damn good show. You should check out Avatar: The Last Airbender if you haven't already. Which I'm sure is at least 2.5 people on the whole face of the planet, but still, check out that show, damn it. It's really good. Anyway, it's time to pick up the Sword of Mana.
That hurts. You should take the sword instead. Allow me. Oh my. I think you are meant to take this sword, not I.
Come on.
Oh, don't rush it. You have to feel the connection to the sword in your heart.
This is the Mana Sword. All right. Fairy, we got it. Look. Fairy? Hey! Where'd you go? Hang on. What am I supposed to do with the sword? Whoa!
I am a shadow of the goddess of mana. Duran, true wielder of my sword.
Whoa! You're the goddess of mana! Do you know where Fairy went?
Fairy was taken prisoner by the forces of evil.
What?
Please, you must go to her.
Wait a sec. Forces of evil? I thought you were going to grant my wishes once I got this sword. What's going on?
Mana has all but disappeared from the world. Soon, the mana tree will wither and die, and I will be no more. There is nothing more that I can do for you all, except leave you with this. Chosen of the Mana Sword, as well as your companions, may the blessings of Mana be with you always.
No, wait! Curses! Someone took Fairy away!
Oh shit! This is why we can't have nice things. Depending on the person you picked as party lead, he or she will wield the Sword of Mana, even though they cannot technically equip it. Even if you're Duran, you cannot equip the Sword of Mana. The Sword of Mana in this game is more of a plot device, which is kind of disappointing that this massive sword is not the ultimate weapon, but hey, you get other ultimate weapons. And you also have 5 other characters that can't wield swords, so what are they gonna do? Which is why I chose Duran to be the default sword wielder, because he's already a swordsman. It would be silly if Charlotte or Angela held the sword, but it's still badass. Anyway, it's time we look for Fairy and cut the heads off of those responsible for taking her away.
What? Gourmand. Did you take Fairy?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. It wasn't me. If it were, I would have done away with all of you and stolen the sword instead of waiting here.
Just try it.
Oh, please. I'm speaking hypothetically. It pains me to see the Sword of Mana right in front of me, but I have orders to leave you whole. The one who stole Fairy from you also obliterated my master, the Masked Mage, along with his entire fortress, Mirage Palace. My hands are tied. If I don't do as they say, they won't let me live. And so I am only here as a messenger. Yes. I'm well aware that they will do away with me once I've fulfilled my purpose. I'm merely cooperating until I can make my escape. Huh? Well, there I go, rambling on again. I'm sure you can tell that your enemy is the epitome of evil at this point. They're waiting at the entrance to the sanctuary. There, that's done. Word of advice, it's best to just admit defeat. Farewell!
Hostile entity! Be careful!
Retreat!
Belladonna! Are you the one who took Fairy?
It is over.
All of it. Now his Dark Majesty can never be revived.
Huh?
My master, his Dark Majesty, sacrificed his life by using a forbidden spell to bring the Darkstone from Mavolia to this realm in order to gain access to the sanctuary. Using the Sword of Mana, we would then revive him. Together we would turn this world into our new homeland of Mavolia. But a new enemy came and destroyed my master's corpse. Now, his soul is trapped forever in darkness, lost to us, just like the Mana Sword. We were utterly defeated. Malokio thought we might still be able to obtain the sword ourselves in order to bring Mavolia to this realm. But a world without his Dark Majesty. I could not bear the thought. That cowardly fool. Malokio's pettiness was an insult to his Dark Majesty's memory. So I destroyed him with my own hands. Don't worry. I intend to follow soon. I banished that royal brat from Laurent back to the Citadel. He was meant to serve as his Dark Majesty's vessel once revived.
Elliot, is he safe?
There is no need to harm him. Not anymore. His Dark Majesty was the reason for my existence. This is farewell.
The one who hurt my father has been defeated. But this is not the end. If we do not do away with the enemy Belladonna mentioned, we will face more senseless deaths. Exactly like my father's. My father's attacker may have been vanquished, and my brother safe and sound. But I cannot ignore my duty to you all. I will continue this journey. I will stay until peace in the land has been secured. Let us be off. We cannot delay.
Stop! Where do you think you're taking Fairy?
Ha! If you wish to retrieve your fairy, you will bring the Sword of Mana to Castle Altena.
I'll do... what? Hang on! No! That coward!
No one else could touch the sword, so they must have been waiting for you. That is why they took Fairy hostage. What should we do? This has got to be a trap.
Yeah, I know. We gotta go, even if it is a trap. We can't just leave Fairy to those fiends. I ain't running from this fight. Fairy needs us. And that Crimson Wizard? He won't get the best of me this time. Let's go!
Alright, so this is where the story kind of deviates. Depending on which one of the duet you picked, whether it be Charlotte, Kevin, or Duran and Angela, or whoever you picked, their arch nemesis will be the ones to take Fairy, so Darkshine Knight in this case, as well as Crimson Wizard. If I was Hawkeye or Reese be the team leader, then Belladonna would have won, basically. She would revive the Dark Majesty and we would go after them. If Kevin and Charlotte were the team leads, then Gormon would resurrect his master, whatever his name was. I think it was Dark Mage or Master Mage or something, I don't know. But we would go after them. But this game requires multiple playthroughs to see such a thing, so I don't know, maybe in an extra part I'll show those different bosses off, but not right now. I'm just going to keep on track with trying to finish the game as soon as possible, so stay tuned for part 27 where we search for Fairy.